Yo, welcome everyone. Bitcoin is now getting a very small bounce, but this entire move up can unfortunately be quite a significant trap. Let me show you why. Now, first you're going to see, only a few hours ago, Bitcoin hit the anchored VWAP area of support, where we anchor it exactly at this specific low at approximately 75,200 US dollar area. Bitcoin hit the level almost exactly, and right now for sure, we are getting a very small rotation back towards the upside. But to be honest right now, if we are going to go just slightly higher, first, we do have a very important level approximately at this specific zone, and also, even if we are going to get another slightly bigger push towards the upside, Bitcoin is then going to hit another very important level. And I really want to talk about the areas of resistances in today's video, and also why potentially we might be looking for another short or a sell position. Now, also, when you go with the volume indicator on the 2-hourly or also on the 1-hourly time frame, I think you're going to agree with me, but this entire rotation back up after hitting the anchored VWAP right here, it is definitely happening on a very low volume. Since this push towards upside, volume on Bitcoin is going lower and lower and lower. So what does it mean? Sure, Bitcoin is pushing towards the upside. However, we haven't really gotten any major volume increase on this entire rotation back towards the upside. The truth is, sure, we broke some kind of a trend line area of resistance towards the upside only a few hours ago. So locally speaking, breaking a trend line level towards the upside, it is definitely going to be some kind of a local bullish Bitcoin indication. But overall speaking, if we right now know that yes, we are breaking it towards the upside, however, the move up is not really happening on a very high volume, I would really be very careful if Bitcoin in the upcoming hours is going to hit our two very important area of resistances. I do remain in my short trades, not only on Bitcoin right here, but also on Ethereum and also on XRP. And later in this video, I'm also going to show you exactly what is going to be my next price target for Ethereum if we are going to continue lower. But it really does look like that the profit on this specific trade, it is being quite a nice one. So if we do go lower on Bitcoin, on Ethereum, and also on XRP, the profits that we are right now making with our short trades are probably going to be even bigger. So let me now show you the first important level I'm right now paying attention to right here on the Bitcoin chart. First, what we usually do, let's go with our Fibonacci retracement. We are going to go exactly from the recent high all the way down towards this specific low. And you can now notice that the golden Fibonacci ratio, the first some kind of a local area of resistance, is coming in at approximately 80,700 US dollars. And trust me right now, this specific level right here is really not a random one. We go right here with another anchored VWAP and anchoring it exactly at this specific high. So you can notice almost a perfect alignment with the anchored VWAP and also with this specific golden Fibonacci ratio. But not only that, you can now see that we do have some kind of a liquidity level exactly at this specific area. No, with this push towards the upside right here, the liquidity level, at least it does look like, it has not been hit. So that is why, yes, ideally in the upcoming hours, Bitcoin at least hits this specific area of resistance before potentially continuing much lower towards our next very important target. Later, I am going to show you what is going to be my first very important support level, but nevertheless, golden Fibonacci ratio, anchored VWAP, and also the liquidity level, it is definitely going to be the first important level I definitely would not ignore. But also right now, if you are in my free VIP Discord server, you probably know about another level I posted about already yesterday, where I said this remains Bitcoin's biggest resistance level at the moment. And I simply said right here, golden Fibonacci ratio aligning with a daily high term time frame level, it is going to come in at approximately 81,500 US dollars. So for sure, if we then break this specific level towards the upside, the next one I'm going to be looking for right here, it is going to be another golden Fibonacci ratio slightly higher. But the plan right here, it is staying exactly the same. If we do continue higher on a very low volume, bearish Bitcoin indication, and again, if we are looking bearish, if the entire move up is looking kind of weak, we can definitely definitely be looking for another short or sell position. And that is right why I would really appreciate if you right now can smash up the like button, because 800 likes right here are definitely possible. And of course also thank you for subscribing to the channel right here. Now let me show you also one of the reasons why, of course, after hitting our area of resistances right here, why I am still looking for Bitcoin to go slightly lower in the upcoming days. I'm first of all going to go right here on the Bitcoin liquidation heat map on the 3-day time frame. So what can you right now actually see right here? It really does seem like that, sure, Bitcoin does have some liquidations exactly above the high right here. And as we said before, if we are going to go above our recent high right here, Bitcoin does have right here also the golden Fibonacci ratio, the anchored VWAP, and also the liquidity level. So not only we do have right here another liquidations cluster, but also it is going to be, technically speaking, a very important level. But the most important thing is the biggest liquidations cluster, at least right here on the 3-day time frame, is not going to be above the recent highs, but actually exactly below the recent lows. If we go lower, below this specific low, approximately 62 million of long positions are going to get liquidated. But also right now, let me show you another very interesting chart right here on the 1-week time frame. The biggest liquidations cluster, you be the judge, but it really does seem like it is going to come in exactly below those specific lows right here, where over 150 million of long positions are going to get liquidated. And this right here can also be one of the reasons why, ideally, before Bitcoin share potentially can move higher right here, we are looking for another push down. We really want to react as much people as possible in the shortest amount of time. And also right now, zooming out even further on the 2-week time frame, this one is going to show us a very similar story, that yes, Bitcoin does have the biggest liquidations cluster right now below our recent lows right here at approximately $77,700 US. So for sure, if we do go lower, a lot of people are going to get liquidated out of their long trades, and our short trades right here on Bitcoin, Ethereum, and also on XRP probably are going to be in an even bigger profit. Now, I first want to show you what is going to be my target on Bitcoin, and also then I still want to show you what is going to be my target on Ethereum, because also Ethereum does have a beautiful level coming up if we are right here going to get just another very slight push towards downside. So what we already did yesterday, we were going, let's just say, on the 4-hour time frame. I am not using the logarithmic scale for this one, and simply we can go right now with a trendline diagonal area of support. It really does look like that, historically speaking, this specific level has been respected very, very nicely. Sure, one could right now say to me, bro, you need to adjust it slightly, and yeah, sure, we can do something like this, connecting all of our higher lows right here, connecting also this one to the exact dollar accuracy, and also you're going to see, at least right here on the Bybit chart, we got, before moving towards the upside, quite a significant push down. So we also tested the trendline area of support very, very nicely, and in this scenario, our trendline support level on Bitcoin is going to come in at approximately $78,500 US. Sure, the level right here, it is slightly higher than our biggest liquidations cluster right here on the 2-week time frame, but nevertheless, I would actually say it's more of a zone of support. Trendline area of support, major liquidations coming in below our recent lows right here, but also right now, let me go with another level, which is going to be the high-term time frame area of support, coming in at approximately $78,500 US. And this level right here, it does align quite nicely with a trendline support level right there. But also right now, remember about the semi gap. Bitcoin really does have another semi gap approximately at this specific area, because it really does seem like that with a push down we got only a few days ago, we did not fully feel the semi gap right here. So yes, we do have right here still another semi gap. We do have a major support level on Bitcoin coming in slightly lower. So to be honest, if we are going to go lower, this area right here, it is, in my opinion, right now the first very important area of support, where of course, if you're right now looking for another short or a sell position, we can definitely be looking to at least to take some profits off the table. But also right now, if we go with the Achler stochastic CG oscillator on the daily time frame, this one also curving towards the downside. On the weekly, we are still being overbought. So Bitcoin pushing down, in my opinion, it is making quite a lot of sense. So definitely, I do right now remain in my short or sell positions. And if you right now want to trade with us, take advantage of the free $30,000 bonus using the first link down below. You click the link right here, you sign up on Bybit, and only after you register, you're already going to get 20 USDT completely for free. Also, when you're going to deposit at least 100, you get another 20 USDT completely for free. But also, when you're going to open up your first trade, you're going to get even bigger bonuses using the first link down below in the description. But also right now Bybit, not only that you can trade crypto, you can trade right here Forex, commodities, and stock CFDs, but also you can trade brand new altcoins that are being released. So of course, if you're right now looking for another trade approximately this specific area, taking an advantage of the free bonus simply does make quite a lot of sense. But also right now, let me show you another scenario that we could be paying attention to. If Bitcoin right here, right now, it is maybe even going to get a push towards the upside above the recent high. Of course, ideally, as I said before to you, I would first like to get another push down before potentially continuing higher. But of course, what is going to be our next important price target if Bitcoin right here, right now, it is going to actually get another rotation back up? Again, I'm not saying we need to go higher because ideally, I would like to see lower simply because I do remain in a lot of short positions right here. But nevertheless, if Bitcoin does right here get another rotation back towards the upside, for sure, I'm still going to look to fire another short or a sell position at another very important price target. So what we can do right here, let's go back on the Bitcoin semi futures chart where you can right now see on the daily time frame clearly another golden Fibonacci ratio. It is coming in at approximately 84,500 US dollars, exactly at the top of our semi gap. So yes, if we go higher right here, Bitcoin can fully feel the semi gap, hit our golden Fibonacci ratio right here, and only then experience quite a significant push down. So the plan on Bitcoin right now, it is staying very, very simple. I am still looking for a bigger rejection back down. The only question right now is, are we going to first of all test our trendline support level, get a push towards the upside, and then a bigger rejection back down? Or simply, is Bitcoin potentially first of all going to break our trend line, going to already look bearish, and we are then already going to look for much lower price targets in the upcoming days? Again, I don't want to guess. Let the market show us the way. And again, if you're right to holding a short position, in my opinion, looking for some kind of a take profit area at our trendline area of support, at least in my opinion, simply does make quite a lot of sense. But also right now, let me show you a very interesting indication when we right now go on the line chart, and we are going to apply the RSI indicator, relative strength index, money flow indicator, and also MACD indicator on the 4-hour time frame. Surprisingly, all of those indicators are right now being slightly more bullish. Why so, you might ask? Look right now at the Bitcoin chart. We are right here still forming some kind of higher lows, while the RSI, it is getting right here brand new lower lows. Money flow indicator literally tanking right here, getting also another lower low and being in the oversold area. Last time we were in the oversold, Bitcoin was trading at 66,000 US dollars, and then simply we got right here quite a significant rotation back towards the upside. But also on the MACD indicator, we are getting right here another lower low, while Bitcoin right here, it is still getting another higher low. So all of those indicators on the 4-hour time frame are potentially saying to us, sure, we can still be looking right here for another rotation back towards the upside. But again, ideally, first of all, we hit our trend line area of support, and then we are going to go from there. If we see that the level is holding, sure, we might even look to fire another long or a buy position right here, looking for another rotation back towards the upside, Bitcoin feeling the semi gap, and then again, as we said before, we can still look to fire another short or sell trade. But also on the other hand, if we are right now zooming out slightly more on the daily time frame, the MACD indicator is definitely not really looking bullish. We are getting right here lower highs on the MACD, higher highs on Bitcoin, which clearly it is going to be a regular bearish divergence. And a very similar story, it is right here also happening on the money flow indicator. Lower highs on money flow, higher highs on Bitcoin, which simply means regular bearish divergence. So yes, right now, first of all, in the upcoming days, ideally, I'm still looking for lower on Bitcoin. And yes, our first target is going to be the major trendline area of support at approximately 78,500 US dollar area. But also right now, what is going to be our next important target on Ethereum? Because you also probably remember about our Ethereum trade, because I mentioned it in my live stream on Sunday approximately 1 week ago. We were saying that Ethereum does have a major level, the golden Fibonacci ratio, the value area high, and also the weekly high-term time frame area of resistance exactly right here. We hit the level, not to the exact dollar accuracy, but nevertheless, we hit it. And right now, we are experiencing right here quite a significant rejection back towards downside. And my next target on Ethereum is simply going to be the daily level, and also right here, the anchored VWAP graph where we anchor it exactly at the low right here at approximately $2,000. So yes, Ethereum does have a very similar level to Bitcoin, if of course right now we do go lower on Bitcoin towards our major trend line and towards also our daily high term time frame area of support, where potentially we can be looking to take even more profits out of our short positions right here. And that is right why, if you want to trade with us, take an advantage of the free $30,000 bonus using the first link down below. You click the link right here, you register, you're already going to get 20 USDT completely for free, but also when you're going to deposit at least 100, you get another 20 USDT, but also when you open up your first trade, you're going to get even bigger bonuses using the first link down below in the description. But also right now, thank you for smashing up the like button.